For my whole career, I've used D'Addario strings.
This is the one that I use live with Megadeth, and I love it.
I've been with D'Addario my whole career, even when I was playing bass in Van Halen. D'Addario for life. And I say it right, D'Addario.
Does your rig and gear kind of stay pertinent to the band you're working with? Like with today we're talking Queens, or is it something that kind of is what you do, everything gone is gone, your time in other bands and other acts and when you collab with stuff?
Yeah, with this rig, this is pretty much exclusively a Queens rig.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is number 2 of 2. Paul Waller, who's at the custom shop in Fender. The first one is the same oxblood color. And what we were trying to do earlier on in the last year of touring, we were trying to be able to, because we do a lot of traveling over to Europe, and as you can see, we take all of our own gear.
Yeah.
And that shipping has gotten really expensive. So we were trying to make doubles of everything. And so that's where this came from.
A double neck.
So this is number 2 of 2. And it's basically my Jazzmaster on the bottom.
Okay.
And then a electric 12 / Tele on top. And so you've got this single coil. It's basically a Tele pickup.
Uh-huh.
And I like these offset pickups that came on the electric 12. But yeah, it's basically, and he was explaining to me, Paul was saying, you don't want too many electronics in this because it'll kill the signal. So if you got 2 guitars in one. So we kept it super simple, just a tone and a volume master, pickup switch for both, and then guitar selector. So sometimes it's really interesting to do both because you get some really cool resonance.
Yeah, I bet. Now, what song does this come out on, or songs?
So this comes out. It's a multi-purpose guitar, of course.
Stairway?
Yeah, Stairway. Stairway to Nowhere. But yeah, it's so I Appear Missing. We use it on a song called In the Fade because I'm switching between necks on those 2 songs, and I'll keep it for like My God Is the Sun, which is just all 12 string.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a pinch and I can't make a guitar change, I'll keep this guy because it can do pretty much everything. You know?
Now, from a weight perspective, going back to the stamina question, is how?
Here.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Relic. It's not as heavy.
It's not. It's like a super heavy 70s Les Paul.
Yeah, really.
But it's really well balanced, and it's not that hard to run around with this thing, you know. So it's a really special.
It's a rock
thing.
star moment, I'm sure, when you come out with it.
Yeah,
people's eyes.
People just go like, "Wow!"
Yeah.
It's only a double neck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
cool.
This thing is really, really, really interesting and fun. And
now,
cool.
Before we move on, where did the idea start? Was it you or Paul, or how did
this? When we were making the record like clockwork, that's kind of when the 12 strings started showing up on our records, and there was so much of it that I was like, I'm gonna have to do like a double neck. I mean, it just seemed like appropriate. So that was around the time when we started working on this idea, because right when I started working with Fender, I have this 12 string. It's called a double 6. It's a Burns.
Okay, yeah.
So I was playing that guitar for most of the set, and Paul was like, "I'd really like to make you a Fender." So he made this. Well, I guess I should grab it.
Well, let's do it. Perfect segue.
Yeah. So this is what Paul made for me originally. And as you can see, that neck is super wide.
Yeah.
Because that was a feature on the double 6 Burns, the wide neck. So you can get your fingers in there and just not have any fret buzzing or any kind of finger.
Yeah.
But he made this for me, and it's just another like really good, solid workhorse guitar. And I mean, we could talk about this.
Yeah.
But so I'm working with them on a Squier version of this.
Really? That's cool.
So I don't know if they're gonna make me cut this out because I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But so it's basically this guitar and a Squier, affordable electric 12-string.
Well, kudos
For the
to Fender.
kids.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah.
there was a minute there that it kind of halted Squier signature stuff with the Jazzmaster.
Well, that's kind of who inspired me
and then
to
they
do
were like,
a
no
Squier,
more. Yeah.
because that Jazzmaster that he did for them is so good and so many people love it. And I'm like, it's so affordable,
Yeah.
and like just a kid could just go get that and start playing. And I really like that about, what we call like introduction guitars, something that's not too crazy expensive that
But
can
doesn't feel like
get
a toy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a toy. So I mean, that's what he definitely inspired me to do this 12-string through Squier. So
Cool. Well,
we'll see how it goes.